I'm Florence Anderman, publisher of recipesforus.co.uk, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make an all-time favourite British soup, broccoli and Stilton. Now this version is a simple version which is suitable for everyday eating, and you'll probably have most of the ingredients in your store cupboards or fridge already. But the nice thing about this soup is that with a little adaptation it can be made into something a little more special, suitable for serving at dinner parties. But more about that in the video. Happy cooking! To serve two, you will need a large knob of butter or a tablespoon of olive oil, whichever you prefer, half a medium-sized onion chopped, about 175 grams or 6 ounces of broccoli, including the stalk, roughly chopped, 350 ml or 12 fluid ounces of strong vegetable stock. You could use chicken stock if you don't mind a non-vegetarian version. 150 ml or 5 fluid ounces of milk, a teaspoon of corn flour, salt and pepper, 50 grams, 2 ounces of Stilton cheese, finely crumbled, or you can substitute any other blue cheese such as Shropshire Blue or even Roquefort. Heat the butter or olive oil in a medium-sized pan until the olive oil is hot or the butter is melted. Then add the onions and saute over a medium to high heat for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's softened but not browned, stirring from time to time. Frying the onion this way not only softens them up, but they also become a little sweeter as the starches are released, and that also goes towards thickening up the soup. Add the broccoli, including the stalks and all the little bits, and stir fry just for a minute or so. Just to coat them. Then add the vegetable stock. Stir well and bring to the boil. Once it's come to the boil, add a little pepper, but don't add any salt for the moment because the Stilton cheese can be very salty, so we just season right at the end. Stir it, then reduce the heat, cover and simmer for about 15 minutes until all the broccoli is softened. After 10 to 15 minutes, when the broccoli is soft, including the stalks, add the milk, raise the heat and bring to the boil. Just making sure you mix it all up. If you want to make this soup for a dinner party, to make it extra special, you can actually substitute half of the stock with white wine. Whilst that mixture is coming to the boil, mix up the corn flour with about a tablespoon of water to form what's known as a slurry. Now, using corn flour in this way to thicken a soup means that you don't ever get any lumps, and it's just very smooth. And now that the soup has come to the boil, simply add the corn flour mixture and keep stirring until it begins to thicken, and turn the heat down to medium or even low. Once that's thickened up a little, remove from the heat and allow to cool it just for 1 to 2 minutes. Once it's cooled down a little, you can either use a hand blender sorry, this is going to be a little loud and puree the soup. If you don't have a hand blender, then you can just transfer it to a liquidizer, and it'll actually give you a much smoother soup. Return it to a low heat. If you've used a liquidizer, then return it to the pan over a low heat. As you can see, this is quite smooth now, with little flecks of green in it. And then just add the crumbled Stilton. And stir it until all the cheese has melted. Taste for seasoning. And add a little salt if necessary. And some more black pepper. Stir it well. And then you're ready to serve. Once the soup is heated through and all the cheese has melted, simply pour into a bowl. Serve as it is, or with a splash of cream and some croutons.